Welcome back, survivors. I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return to Siberian Expeditions, where this week we are going to be returning to, where is it, Sayan Taiga, because it's a really nice map to actually, like, just look and see on. Well, look and see and stuff like that. And we're going to go for more of, like, a herbivore-focused hunt this week. We're going to go for the wapiti, the elk, or that be elk. I don't know, I still don't know the air crap, so... But we'll go for that, we'll go for the ibex and snow sheep, and just a little bit more of a less aggressive hunt. Like, not worrying about brown bears or lynxes or hopefully no wolves, because they've been the most vicious things in the mod. Go for these, just try to build up our points, see more of Sayan Taiga as a map, and just keep enjoying Siberian Expeditions, because it has been a fantastic game just to play and experience. Like, as much as it's not the same roster of, like, dinosaurs that everybody looks to for carnivores, I still think just, like, the format itself does make for a nice kind of, like, classical-styled hunting game. It's not super realistic or aiming for realism, but it does aim just give you a bit of an experience of hunting. So, everything's looking good, everything's all loaded up, so we'll go back into Sayan Taiga and see how we do with this hunt. But, yeah, just really enjoying my time with Siberian Expeditions. Okay, so we're all loaded into here now, and oh, looks like we're actually in the other corner of the map to start this time. So I just want to remember. Okay, right, shotgun. There's the sniper. And we'll do a little bit of exploring. I did hear what sounded like a potential... I mean, I call it an elk, it's a wapiti, though. It's actually interesting that a comment came in from last week that, for some reason, the wapiti... Oh, hello. There we go. I got our first animal. Wasn't expecting an ibex right beside us, but... When it comes to, like, the terminology, or the term wapiti, it's actually a Shawnee word that, for some reason, is more used to describe, Oh, hang on, what's that? No, it just must be. It's used to describe Asiatic elk, which is kind of bizarre when you think about it, because I believe the Shawnee tribe was a North American Native American tribe, or is. Again, I'm not too well versed on all the, like, history and stuff regarding that, but... See, you know what, let me try a call, because I swear that... Okay, that must have been ambience. Yeah, I'm just going to chalk it up as ambience and move along to... Okay, well, it looks like the map is almost kind of like divided north to... Actually, almost... It's weird. It's almost like an S pattern if you look at how that central river is. So I don't know how well we'll exactly do with that, like, running through, getting across. One of the things I found is, like, for as rugged as Sayan Taiga is, you don't actually have that much, like, movement issue, or, like, problems with terrain geometry where you can't seem to climb up a hill. It's actually rather well going despite how rugged it seems. There are other mods I've done, like Fallen Kings, or... I'm trying to think of what else was another one. Triassic, I think, was a good example, where it looked like you should have been able to get up a slope, but just because of what the angling was or that, the game wouldn't let you. But no problems like that here on Sayan Taiga so far. It is possibly a little bit issue, like, if you go to where the water is, and, like, where it really, like, goes down, it might be steep there, try and climb out of. But it seems like kind of like every mod has that, where you, unless it's like a flat beach almost, you have problems climbing out of the water. So I'm not going to hold that against it at all. Eagle owl, musk deer. What? Let's try another wapiti call. Okay, yeah, seems like no reply from that. At least I don't think there's a reply. I think the replies only come after the call is fully finished. I don't think, like, if you hear something during the call, I don't think that's actually, like, a reply. I think that's just ambience of the map. It's just kind of been, like, the pattern I think I've noticed. Yeah, I do like Sayan Taiga as a map. The only thing is, like, when it comes to, like, the area here with the trees, it's super hard trying to hunt stuff in here. But then again, that's also realistic in a way, because, I mean, you try getting dropped in the middle of the bush and see how easy it is to see what's around you. I do like how there's, like, these spacing areas between that, too. Like, this has been a very unique map, and the reason I'm going a little bit more into talking about it is that Tormer asked if I could give more opinion on this map. I have to say I really like it. There's not too many maps that actually feel kind of like how the Taiga is, because this seems like a really realistic map. No? You know what? I don't like relying on the shotgun because I find I'm not the best with it, but for close quarters, it's better to have something than nothing. Speaking of, there's actually Wapiti well, talk about, like, have an issue trying to hunt. So somewhere... Oh! I just saw the back of it. Actually, maybe I'll try getting this one with the crossbow. Like, you can just see the bit of color. Ah, the problem is that it's so thick in foliage and... Okay, I think that was a hit. It seems like it's running off. Just in case. I'm going to follow it along, because that should have been a hit to spook it, I think. Or it might just... it might be it actually just naturally picked us up. I've not seen anything like blood around here. Yeah, I think it just picked us up naturally. It wasn't actually, like, the crossbow bolt hit. Even though for that short distance, I'm surprised it missed. Okay. So where might it have gone off to? We're not really by water, so it could have gone... down the hill more. That's one thing about a hunting game that doesn't have, like, a tracking feature. It can be a little harder to tell what you've sighted and see go running off. I got musk deer down there. Another one over there, but I don't hear anything else. Oh, well, it's not exactly, the Wapiti, but there is an ibex right there. There was an ibex right there. So apparently I am very good at sharpshooting the ibex, but when it comes to anything else, I suck. Okay, yeah, I don't know... Oh, hello? Looks like I might have been mistaken. We did get that shot with the crossbow. Which means we actually have something we can follow up to track now. I just kind of racked it up to my bad luck or bad shooting, but no, we actually did manage to get a shot off. So let's just follow this along and see where it kind of leads. Talk about, oh, there's not a tracking system. No, there is. You just have to be smarter than I am for it. And one thing is, it's gone into, like, this area, which is, again, the scrubland between, like, the ridges where you have all the evergreens, so... you can almost, like, try to call them out from the sheltered areas, and then see about getting a good shot in. It just really opens you up to a lot of different types of, like, hunting here. On a map like, say... what was... Tainir Island, that's it. That's the name I'm looking for. that one doesn't really have anywhere that's, like, super dense with foliage, so there's not, like, areas the animals can super hide in. But here, you have, like, the scrubland where they're exposed, but you can often find them, and I think that's, like, how we had the one bear there. You know where it is, but you don't want to exactly go there, so you're trying to figure out the best route of... Oh, here we go. Okay, I think it's going this way. Trying to figure out the best approach, like, do I go in there towards it, or can I try calling it out, or what if I kind of move a little bit more? It just makes you have to think a bit more about how you're going to try and approach it. And it's almost like a strategy game in a way, when you have it down to those elements. To be honest, right now, I'm kind of surprised at how far this blood trail's going. Guess he must have ran off pretty good. Oh, what also could have been, too, is because I used the sniper on that ibex, he was just coming in and then ran off again. Okay, where, oh where? Might this wapiti have gone? So I don't see the blood trail anymore. Although... Oh, and then there's actually another area of foliage here. Hello, we've got something. It's another wapiti, but I don't know if it's the same one. Oh, okay, so it's somewhere up over there. I mean, it's kind of in the general direction, but the only problem is the blood trail almost seemed to stop at that point, so it is possible it maybe, like, started circling or went another direction. Well, it looks like I've lost reading on this wapiti. I know it's somewhere over in this area, but as for, like, narrowing it down from that... Oh! Okay, it's actually further up this way. Yeah, problem is, again, the trees are... Oh, never mind, it's not in the trees. Let's see if he'll just keep going. There you are. There we go. Seems like 2 shots with a sniper rifle takes down the majority of animals. Because it worked on the wapiti, the ibex. I guess we'll have to test that with the snow sheep, or maybe even the elk. Now, that's actually something we have... Oh, wow! I didn't realize that we're basically back where we started, because this is the very first ibex of this hunt. Huh. Okay, so I'm going to probably chalk that up as that is the wapiti we had seen and taken the first shot on. I could always be mistaken with that. I think we want to go up for quite a bit of different territory now. It's like, with us going back and forth in this area, we've probably gotten most of the game cleared out of here, so... We'll try making a run up north a ways. Oh, and we're at the map's edge. So it looks like we'll probably have to go for a bit of a swim to get up into that little northern kind of pocket area. Oh, we'll just go for a little jog. Although technically this has gotten me killed a few times in the past, so it might not be the smartest thing to do. We might be fine since we don't have the bears or anything else super selected. I think the odds might be in our favor we won't come across any wolves or lynxes or boars. Although I don't think the boars are the most aggressive. I think they're more like if you provoke them, they're a bit more dangerous. I think for the majority of them, they've ran off. But yeah, like I say, it's when you get down to the water there and you're trying to climb out again, it seems like it's very hard to actually, like, get out. I mean, it's kind of what you expect, too, because, I mean, it's sheer drop-offs towards, basically, the rivers that run through here, so... I wonder if there's... You know what, let me try calling for more... I want to try working again the elk or the snow sheep. At least that way we can say we got the full roster we picked out for this episode, because it's been a rather nice hunt so far. A bit more leisurely, not too panicked or cautious or worried. Nothing to be super anxious about. I say, and then all of a sudden something comes rushing out of the trees ahead at us. But no, it's been going pretty nice. Well, this map really does make me feel like it would fit into something like Call of the Wild or The Hunter as, like, a map you'd see there. Like, you probably have some, like, maybe rope bridges connecting from one part, like, to that more remote corner you see or the pocket north of us. Yeah, this is the kind of, like, map you've sort of... Oh, okay. Yeah, I should probably just be a bit more careful around here. This stands out a bit from the others, too. I mean, you do have the dense foliage here, and I think if you actually had, like, a cover system... I mean, Carnivore's engine can't really support it, but... if you had a cover system where, like, if you were hiding behind the bushes and that, it would make both risk and reward. Risk is you're getting in close towards some dangerous animals, but reward is you might not be as picked up too easily, so you could get up close for things where, like, the shotgun would be more potent. But, yeah, I gotta say, Sayan Taiga has been a nice map to see. I still have, again, a lot to see on the map, so we'll probably be doing another episode with it. Oh, just an eagle owl flying by. I just saw the movement of the color on screen, and wasn't sure if it was something like a musk deer or not, but it's just the eagle owls flying around. Okay, no calls. We'll keep working our way to the west. Yeah, let me try snow sheep call too. Yeah, I don't know where we'll encounter these guys. They can be pretty much anywhere on the map. Well, I mean, every animal is, but... we'll just keep working our way to the west and see how far things go. Like, wow, it hasn't actually been too long for this video either. It sometimes feels like, well, just the last Jurassic Park Hunter Legends version 2 we did, it felt like it was forever before we even, like, came across what we were after. If you're able to actually get lucky with the spawns and they're nearby, you have a lot of things you can kind of, like, get down rather quick time. So there's actually a few of these lakes that are easy to go down and get a good look around. It's just, again, for... like, there's a lot of potential you could see in game, like, in this game. Like, lake area, so you could go down, look around it. It does make me almost want to play a little bit more of the Hunter Call of the Wild, but I have a feeling that kind of overlapping with the carnivores, you might want to not have too many of those going simultaneously. I did enjoy my time with Call of the Wild, and I probably will go back to it eventually. Just been, again, focusing more on trying to grow the channel out. There's only so much you can do as well for that. The eagle owls. I'm not hearing anything calling back. What about some of what we've already gone after? See, I don't know if that was a reply or that was just map ambience. One of the things about Sayan Taiga, it has a lot of the wapiti sounds for its ambient animals. Or just for, like, map ambience, not the actual, like, animal calls that it makes, so it can be confusing on whether it's actually an animal you're hearing or it's just the map ambience playing. I'm just trying every call, but nothing really is making any replies back to us. We're getting into another fairly large area here. So I decided not to go across the water just because, again, with how steep it looks, it'd probably be hard to get actually, like, up onto the other, I guess, like, plateauish area. So instead of just, like, trying to hop and jump and struggle with that, I'm just going to try to keep on the area we've spawned in at. Oh! That was a reply. We finally got a beat on something. Oh, actually, I wasn't even expecting to see you up there. One shot, one kill. So that's 2 Wapiti, 2 Ibex. Not too bad. I think if we can get the snow sheep, that'll be a nice way to, like, cap off the hunt. And I think we'll have to wait and see. It might be far enough it didn't get scared off by that shot, but we'll have to try a call and see first. No, it's possible it did get spooked by that shot, so it might have ran off. But if it was somewhere in this area, we can kind of maybe narrow down where it might have traveled off to. Well, that was a nice shot against him. Yeah, one of the things about this mod is it uses more, like, realistic mortal zones. So what I mean by that, and I went over it with the brown bear, but generally, if you want to hunt an animal, the lungs are sort of like in this big area up here, and the heart is through here. Mortal zones of this mod are all around, like, that general area for what you should be aiming for. So, I don't remember, like, the exact spots, but I think it's either... They all, I think, have the lungish... Or, no, sorry. They all have the heart as, like, a prime area. There are some there's another mortal zone a little higher up on the model that I think is supposed to represent the lungs. So, unlike things like Carnivores Plus, where you had certain... Or, well, yeah, unlike Carnivores Plus or Jurassic Park Hunter Legends, where you sometimes have just the head or chest area or along the spine... You have a bit more toned down and realistic placement for the mortal zones of this mod. Okay, so I might be back this way. Ooh, he might be back down and all that. Let me just see about scoping that out. I don't know if he is there or not. Like, it kind of sounded like it did come from this direction, but the thing is, it also seemed like it was maybe a bit faint. If I can get another call off, maybe it's because it wasn't actually the right direction I was thinking of. See, I don't hear any other calls back now. I don't know if I'm actually going the right direction or it's actually behind me. I think I've run into this thing a few times. It's just how my ears seem to work. They don't seem to quite work as properly as they could. Yeah, I'm not getting any calls back. How are we doing? No, time-wise... Well, you know what, I guess we'll end things off here, because time-wise, again, I'm still keeping us in a time limit. We gotta build up a bit more before we'll move on to, like, getting longer Carnivores videos. Oh, I thought I just saw something over there, if I'm honest. I think it, like, came up for a second. It might have even been a Wapiti. What the heck, let me... Okay, well, I don't see anything coming in, so yeah, we're going to head back to menu with this and see how we did for points this episode. Okay, so we're back in the menu, and yeah, we actually got up to 81,000 now. So that does open us up to quite a bit now. Still not quite enough for the snow leopard. Although if we do go back... Yeah, Oh, we're actually not that far off from the snow leopard on Yakusha, but I think maybe one more episode here, or maybe we'll go to the Kamchatka. I mean, I could always try doing that, and then going for... Let's see, 1140... 1000... You know, we could actually try mixing in a few things on this next hunt. Like, the elk we didn't really hunt all that much. I think we've only gone, like, one episode with them. The snow sheep, we got a little bit done on them, and the brown bear for points. This might be our next week's hunt, but we'll end this episode off here. Thank you guys very much for joining me on this episode of Siberian Expeditions. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to give us a like, and if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure to leave it all in the comments right down below. But until I catch you all in the next video, survivors, please remember, as always, to take care and stay alive.